All right, all right, all right. Okay, so to those of you just entering into the Zoom, right? Just check the attendance. Block number 5 here. Okay, are you ready? Any presentation for this week? Check attendance first. I think it's time for you to check the attendance, right? Tough and tight, effective teaching. If you're ready, just type 1 for me, please. 1. Yep. All right. Attendance check is a key, right? And then type 1 if you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 students done for attendance check. So I have to notice and I have to tell you all that for this month, right? For this month, just because I did the online classes already, right? So we have to shift or change it into on-site for this month. So meaning that for next week and for the whole month after this, we are going to do the on-site class instead of online. Is that okay for all of you? Okay, Pim, okay.
เราจะรู้ไหมโน้ขอไปให้
Okay, good. Just because I got a little bit complaining, run any classes into the online. It seemed to be like it's not practical at all, right? So meaning that I have to shift between online into on-site next week, the other next week, before final, and final exam should be on-site too. So, okay, yep. All right, so today class, I think there is no presentation, is that right? If you got any kind of a presentation or if you are supposed to do this, just raise your hand for me, please. But if not, I have to skip this one first. Yeah. Again, just review for press release, just because you are asked to submit to me by 25 of November, I can say, but try to make it finished beforehand. It would be great just because you can get a score and then we can prepare for the final exam, right? For today's class, I'm going to just brief summarize this kind of thing, right? For group 1, right? Product launch release, you can review for this kind of item. And then if you have any question, feel free to ask me just because for you, I hope that you can produce a quality writing with, well-written press release here, right? Second, rebranding, right? To those of you responsible for rebranding, so you have to review the core content, why you need to rebranding this kind of product or the company, things like that, right? And how to come up with that. So this kind of reason is very important for your press release in order to make sure that you can come up with the best thing, right? Also for this kind of award or recognition for next group, I'm going to say that this one would be really important and matters for organization progress, just because it's all about previous achievement or success story, right? That you have to, let everyone know what is going on with this, award or recognition here. Try to make sure that you put the idea or detail with when, where, how, and why. It's okay. It might be practical for you, a press release here. And also, also this one, charitable initiative, right? For some of you may be responsible for community service, event, something like that. So why do we need to come up with that? You need to understand, right, the keyword, and then understand the, the structure of charity initiative event here, and then try to produce your press release here. And the last project is that I can say that it's all about like merger or acquisition between a company, or even you need to gain a partnership or even shares holder, right, in order to make sure that the business run well or become successful here. Yep. สรุปให้ฟัง and also the last group is that update an existing product, right? Why do you need to come up with this kind of updating or existing product, and you have to explore the reason why, and also be short, be precise, concise with your writing might be a key for press release here. Thank you so much for your listening here. Yeah. And the last one is that executive staff employee for some group too, right? And also you need to understand why the position changed, why some executive or the managerial position might be changed and edit, right? Something like that. So here it's all about like advertise to a public that why we are going to change something in organization. Yep. เดี๋ยวไปทวนเอาแล้วกันนะครับเยอะไป All right, so shall we start for the first activity for today's class? I'm going to let you divide into maybe 6, right? 6 group, and then you can find your own group here. And after that, I'm going to let you discuss for 15 minutes. After finish for discussion, you need to send a representative, right, in each of group, and then just discuss based on this kind of topic. So it is possible for you for as a final exam. By เลยจับกลุ่มนะครับตอนนี้เดี๋ยวให้เวลา discuss 15 นาทีนะครับพูด15 นาทีทั้ง 6 กลุ่มนะครับแล้วเดี๋ยวเข้ามาว่ากันว่าจะเอาอะไรต่อนะ All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. พร้อมหรือยัง Are you ready? Right, breakout room. So we're gonna have like group 1, group 2, group 3, right? Group 4, and then group 6 for 2 students here, as I can see from a breakout room, right? Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students here. Group 2, 5 students. Group 3, 8 students, and group 4, 8 students too. Is that right? 8 to 9. Okay, and the last group is that group 6 to student set. That's it. Ready? So we don't have to run from a group if any volunteer ready to speak or chair for the 3 given questions here. Feel free to do so. Is that right? So we can break and finish and do whatever we can do after this. Yeah.
กรุ๊ป1ครับกรุ๊ป1 ready ครับ
Okay, good. มาเลย
So the first one is desirable characteristic for them. Desirable characteristic for people who work in public relation industry are like the first one have to be enthusiastic. This word can include the word diligent, ambitious, and strong attention to details, which have to be informative and communicative, to be like read the news and see the new trends of PR. The next one is critical thinking. You have to think, analyze, and distinguish. If you have a PR crisis or you have the problem with the brand image, you have to be critically think and analyze and distinguish about the issues or the problems. And the third one is empathy. Since you have the PR, you are the people who have to communicate. So you have to understand the audience, what they want and what they will get and what will PR do. The last one is to be resilient. PR department have to be like flexible for any obstacles. Okay, and question number 2, what are the main responsibilities for them? So the main responsibilities for PR to write an article to promote something such as a product or news, to understand social trends and upcoming news domestically and internationally. They have to do the media monitoring and analysis, multimedia development, and visual storytelling as expected, as they have to suit with the brand positioning and messaging. So they have to understand the company situation, resource, objective, and goals of communication, and also the target audience to find the key message to them and change the brand image as what PR wants. So they will like attract the stranger to follower, to engage, and to be our promoter of our organization. So the last one, the future trends for career paths. PR in the career path is why, because there are many careers that can apply the knowledge of this field, including media consultant, advertising, media planner, advertising copywriter, and journalist. And moreover, if you you are a programmer or something, you can adapt what you learn from programmer things to be in the artificial intelligence, which is AI. Can be generate the content and PR process like plan, do, act, and check. Like AI can generate the content and PR plan and also PR crisis in the world of PR departments. So that our group discussion of group 1.
Thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type done. So every member of team 1, right, or group 1, just type done for me, please. All right. So now we are going to group 2, right? Just because group 2 ขอต่อนะมาเลย
And group 2 will go next.
All
Question number 1. What are the desirable characteristics for them? In our opinion, we think of the three main characteristics for them, which are one, flexibility. It's difficult to come up with a career that demands as much flexibility as public relation. Client change the plan without notice almost all of the time, and situation arise out of the blue. In social media channels, for instance, one loosey post can bring down the entire ship. To be a good PR, you need to have a ability to handle whatever comes your way in most efficient way possible. And two, good at collecting information. Successful PR professionals know how to harness information from the news and current affairs and use it to craft ideas that keep them and their client fresh and updated. Three, strong lighting. You should be able to convey your stories and idea in the most creative, flawless, success and accurate way. And Nadia will talk about question number 2 and number 3.
Okay, for the question number 2, what are the main responsibility for them? For our opinion, PR specialists write press release, communicate with the media regarding information requests, and help their client communicate with people. They also study marketing and advertising projects to guarantee that they satisfy the goals and strategy of their client. For the last question, the future trend of their career path. From our group, we think the future trend of this career path is software developer, customer experience creator, online teacher, digital marketing professional, and big data analysis. And that's all for our group. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for group 2 here. Just type done, every of you, right? Done, done. Each of you, everyone type done, right? Okay, good. Done ไปแล้ว2 คิวนะฮะ Next, please.
Okay, next is group 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to answer the question number 1. So the desirable characteristics of PR, first is honesty. You must be truthful for your act. And next is relationship building. You must build relationship with within your people in organization and out, and also include with your skills, responsive, helpful, and professional. And next is knowledge. You must prepare about the things that you are going to publish or announce. And next is clarity and relevance. So you must be ensure that your writing is flawless, accurate, and there is no errors. And the last one is creativity. Be creative about your action. And next question, Kan will answer.
Yeah, thank you, Muhammad. So I'm responsibility for question 2. The question 2 is what are the main responsibility for public relation? For our opinion from discussion, there are many responsibility for them. So I will come up with a few responsibility. And for the first one is responding to requests for information release or press conference from the media. Second, establishing and maintaining relationship with consumer, community, employee, and public interest group. And the third one is writing press release and other media communication to promote client. And another responsibility is to study the organization objective, promotional policy, and need to build public relations strategy that influence public opinion and promote product idea and service.
Okay,
And for the third question, I will hand it over to Ping.
thank you, Kan. For the last one is what are the future trends of their career path? The top 3 for 2023 PR trend is first, media outlet will rely more on contributed article as full-time staff continue to shrink. PR professionals will say goodbye to mass pitching and find media opportunity with a quality over quantity mindset. And the third is quantifying business impact from PR will become easier. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for sharing here. Just type done, and done for me, please. Group 3, done, right? Next, please, group 4.
Thank you. We think in order to pursue a professional public relation career, excellent communication skills are necessary to promote the business in social media and also deal with crisis. You also need a strong knowledge of your own product and business in order to build a good relationship between product or the business and the customers or any other audience. You also need to be detail focused in order to collect information to support your product or business. Next, Diana will talk about the second question. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And so the second question is, what are the main responsibilities for them? And the example that we had is planning publicity strategies and campaigns, analyzing media coverage, commissioning or undertaking relevant market research and data analysis, and coordinating and analyzing the success of online advertising. And the last one is keeping records of progress, budgets, and timescales, and keeping clients or the colleagues up to date with these. Basically, PR is considered part of the marketing mix. All the activities a brand needs to do to promote their certain products. So PR officers, whether in-house or based with an agency, are likely to work with other communications professionals, such as marketing team or designers and copywriters. And the last question, Maple will handle for the third one.
Thank you. So I will talk about the future trend of the career paths. I think that in terms of the public relation career might be related to the digital marketing as well. So I think that people who will work for the digital marketing or even the media industry, they have to concern about social consciousness. And I think that social consciousness will continue to grow in importance for buyers in the future. The data supports the idea that buyers for both business to consumer or even business to business itself think that the companies needs to have a strong social conscience. And statistically, it shows that more than 46% of people believe that companies need to take more responsibility of their role in society. And with 55% of people saying they are more likely to make a purchase from a company that shows empathy. And at the same time, those buyers are demanding that companies go beyond paying lip service to social cause and back up with their saying through real action, not just donating money or talking about the shoes and causes once a year. And brands, they haven't clearly communicated the social values that are important to them will need to remedy this quickly in order for PR efforts in 2023 to be successful. And the most importantly, I think that most buyers are not willing to offer brands the benefits of the doubt anymore. They want to know that the companies they work with are doing the hard work of actually living by the values they profess, even and especially when it's inconvenient to do so as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing here, right? Just type done, right? Each of you have to type done from group 4 here. Done for 1, done for 2, done for 3, and then for 4. The last group for today. Any volunteer want to share something here? Done, right? เขาอยาก A พิมพ์ done เข้ามาครับแต่ได้ A พิมพ์ done So how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 students, right? 30 students, okay. I hope you guys done, right? So for this kind of questions, I can say that it might be for you a final written exam, right? Meaning that maybe you have to apply for the 3 questions in just only 1 paragraph when it comes to responding to the final exam, right? So basically, I'm going to choose just only what you are going to apply in the real life. For example, like future career on PR or public relation, how to manage when it comes to crisis management. Is that right? And how to pick up for the effective digital marketing that is related to PR, things like that. And also the type of community service or CSR. So there are top 4 questions that you have to review for the final exam. And for the last week, maybe week 14, that we have to, sharing the presentation on press releases in each group, right? I'm going to summarize in each idea for all of you again, just because I think that you can fully understand what it will be asked into the final exam together. Yep. So there's not hard, just because we did a lot in this class. And also for, you can apply for some kind of knowledge from public speaking that we did every week too, just because it's a little bit, challenging and a little bit more difficult, and you can apply into your written test too. Yep. Done, right? Perfect. ไปเบรกดีกว่านะเบรกไหมฮะ10 นาทีหรือ15 นาทีดีโหวตเข้ามาครับเบรกกี่นาที10 นาทีกด 1 นะครับ15 นาทีกด 2 10 minutes, right? Okay, just only 10, right? So everyone go for break for 10 minutes, and I'm going to let you do public speaking, and then just summarize what you are going to do for next week. Yep, that's it. 10 นาที All right, everybody. Ready, right? Ready for study for second half for today class. Okay, so this is a key speaking skill, right? Or key spoken communication. All right, so for today class, I'm going to let you choose just only for 1 out of 5 from the following question or subtopic here. So what you need to do is that you have to say something that is related to you know, confidentiality or confidential information that is you know, happen to PR or public relations. Okay, so if you choose A, right, or the first subtopic here, essential information releases, meaning that you need to come up with this kind of types of information. What are they, right? And then why we need to keep it secret or confidential here. Or even if you choose the second question, updated, sorry for misspelling here, updated information. When it comes to having more and more information, so you can see or categorize which one is outdated or even updated information. So basically for updated information, it is a kind of a trend, right, of information that you have to carefully pick up into the public before releasing to the public. So this is the key information that why we need to keep it secret or even confidential here. After that, if you choose number 3, new product releases, it is common for any organization to produce new product or services here. So some kind of like information might be exposed to the public or even not exposing to the public here, right? So what you need to do is that why we need to keep it secret for some kind of important information here. Or even commercial events, I can say that just because for commercials related to the digital marketing strategy, right? So why we need to keep some part of information and why we need to you know, release it into the public. And the last one is that organization database. Okay, so basically this one would be like maybe for some personal data, right? Or some confidential data, or even what is important into the internal organization here, why we need to keep it and why and how it important in this case. That's it. Ready, right? I'm going to let you prepare for this kind of speech for 5 minutes, right? And just deliver your speaking only 1 minute set. If you're ready, you can turn on your microphone and then here we go. Yeah. When you finish, you can type A as your record in the transcript, okay? พิมพ์ A นะ ใครพูดเสร็จปุ๊บพิมพ์ A มาเลย จะได้ล็อก A ไว้
May I go first?
Yep.
Okay, so I would like to choose the number 5, the organization database.
Mhm.
So I would like to put into an example when there is some staff of the company did a rude manner to the customer, and then the customer complained to the company, which will occur into the crisis communication. When the company would like to announce the public release to like apologize to the event, when they put into the document, they will not mention the name, or they might mention the name of the staff, but they have no right to mention other information of that staff, because it is some confidential will take place into this, because the company have no right to announce the information of the staff, including like the phone number or the address, to keep the secret of their staff. Even though this is the punishment or the penalty for that particular staff who did the crisis to the company, it is still his or her right to protect their information as long as they are in the organization database.
Mhm. That's it.
Yes.
Done, right? Type A for me, please. A เข้ามาเลยฮะ A ยกเสร็จแน่ All right, move. If you're ready, you can turn on the microphone and talk.
Can I go next?
Yep.
So I choose commercial events. So commercial event is mean like to seek to promote and advertise or introduce a product or service or brand of the brand or company to the public, right? So it's maybe involved about like to PR their company, or even they give like a special activity, like some brand they build a special activity to celebrate their brand for like 50 years 100 years, like that. So they might create some special random prize given from the event. So like they're gonna ask for the customer about the information about the name, number, address. So when it's become PR, have to protect the privacy and the customer information, the one who joined the game. So when the winner is come out, they have to know who is the winner, right? So the company have no rights to expose the winner information. They have to hide the names or even like the numbers like 0x0xxx like that. So nobody can know who is the winner, and the information is the private. So nobody can like reach the information of that. Yes.
Mhm. Thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type A for me, please. A record. A all.ยกเสก Next, please.
Me next.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going for the commercial event also. Okay, so I think like in the commercial event, we have to like a lot of companies have to register for the joining the event. So a lot of them would use this to gather all the information about their customer and the insights, so that we would know what to like the target market, and also like this is the privacy of the personal, like even now that we have like PDPA or Personal Data Protection Act, so we would have to be more careful about releasing and taking care of the customer information. We cannot let it leak into the public or use it in the wrong way, because like we also have to like mention about we like warning about like taking the information for the commercial, for the company, something like this, for the business, for the marketing plan. And because like in the commercial event, there would like this will be asked in a lot of events, the email address, the house address, residence, telephone numbers. These are like important information, personal information. So the brand usually create an event, so a lot of people would attract more and come more in change of their information. So I think like the company have to really be careful of containing and not leaking the information of the customer, because it might against the policy. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type A for me, please.
Can I go next?
Yep.
Okay, so I chose commercial events as well, and I think commercial events is should keep as a secret before it launch the date, because if it's leaked out, it can affect to the unexpectedly situation for the people to gather, and it can decrease the population attention. And I think commercial events are very important in to increase the brand awareness and customer. Yes.
All right, just type A. Right? Next, please. A or AX A plus ก็ได้นะใครอยากได้ A plus ก็จัดมา All right, so we got 4 students who get A, right? 4 students done for A already. So waiting for. Yes, you can go now if you finish or done for public speaking. This is a nature of teacher Dodo teaching style, right? Once finished, everything is done. That's it. So to those of you just like done for public speaking, I'm going to say that feel free to leave from the Zoom and you can enjoy your life more than learning here. Yep.
Can I go next?
Yep.
Okay, so I chose the organization database. Nowadays we can't deny that information is really important. The database is one of the containers that contain a lot of information there. Organizations create database and utilize them in many terms such as marketing, making campaigns, and PR. In aspect of PR, organization database can tell us how many people love our message and how many people hate it. What is our next step? What should we act based on the information in database that we have? The point also creates targeted media lists and build meaningful PR relationships that will last for many years. In terms of confidentiality in this aspect, it is really important to not expose the database of the organization. Database can be valuable business information. People who work here must be careful when they assemble the message before it go out to society. Also, the customer database is not allowed to. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing here. Just type A for me, please. Next. Yeah, so 5 students got A.
Can I go next?
Yep.
So I should updated information. I think that PR relation professional are like expert storyteller, so updated information is included. Like define the strategy for how to get the story or information update or in front of like people you want to see or in the media outlet to build like trust. So updated information is like to build trust from the customer, like the brand they do business with. And so the updated information is like to spread the news that related from the brand to the consumer. So that's it. I think that why the updated is so important. Yes.
All right. Yes, thank you so much
That's
for
it.
sharing here. Yeah, just type A for me, please. Yep, next. Khi vậy đấy A จัดมาเลยนะฮะ
Chair, can I go next?
Yep, right.
I choose number 3, new products release. Confidentiality is very important for new products release. It prevents misuse of the confidential information, not only illegally, but also immorally used. So to protect the confidential information, PR can assume that everything they talk about with the reporters regarding the new product should be repeated. Do not leave sensitive information don't leak the sensitive information about the new products to the media and share the documents regarding the product information in a secure way, and don't email any kind of confidential materials regarding the new product release to any other sources. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type A for me, please. Next. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 students done for A. เพื่อนหลุด A นะ
Can
ฮะ
I go next?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I choose the new product release. When the customer buy a new products, the company might collect the data of them to improve the product or service for the targets. Some of individual information, such as name or address, are the information that they need to keep it confidentially to protect the right for customer. When the customer have the complaints or any problems, the company needs to apologize to them by didn't mention to them directly.
Done, right? Just type A for me, please. Done. Next, please.
I'll go next ค่ะ I should new product release. So all business have trade secret and additional knowledge that they would later keep it private from their competitors. But this is especially the case when developing a new product. And if you are like in the midst of turning an idea concept into a new product, you're just like make sure to train its staff member to ensure that the property and confidentiality policy are understood and treated appropriately throughout the entire product development process ค่ะ
That's it, right? Thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type A for me, please. A ยกเสกนะครับ10 คนผ่านไป A แล้ว
Okay, I will go next.
Yep.
I will go for number 5, organization database. Undeniably, this era is for the big data era. So, organization database is very important because it taken place in every stage of PR, including marketing also. So, in PR aspect, they have to like analyze the data from dashboard or the Excel or pie chart, whatever. So they may use the tools like social listening for search for the comments and someone and including subscription of newsletter for like stakeholders or customers. So obviously confidential take place in this process, like when someone like subscribe the newsletter or register something in the PR newsletter or the member or something, so they have to like keep it as a secret to pay respect for the customers. So that's why how it's important for organization database in PR.ครับ.
All right. Thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type A for me, please. Next.
Can I go next for the new products release?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I think it's really important because product launches involve lots of moving parts, all of which have to be synchronized to deliver success. A PR team is among the most important of those parts to promote the products and stuff like that. And it takes with generating and the coverage and attention of all the product launch. And having a PR roadmap to help can lead to more and better coverage and turn up the volume on everything associated with the new launch. That's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing here. Just type A for me, please. A. They have 12 student done, right? ครึ่งทางแล้ว
Can I go next?
Yep.
Like, okay, I choose the 5 on organization database. In my opinion, I think like when it comes to PR, like PR have to deal with the like negative and positive like aspect or negative and positive comment from the customer, and they collect all the like important information, and PR have all the like organization database, and so it must be like confidentially. I think if we like keep this like not only but we showing our customer that all our client and employees a level of like common courses by protecting their data, and I think that we also fulfilling ours about the legal responsibility like to prevent this sensitive information from being leaked. And I think like information leakage like can have the negative impact on the organization, and that's all.
That's all for right. Okay, good. Thank you so much for sharing here. Just type A for me, please. Next.
Can I go next?
Yep.
Yeah, for me, I choose new product release. It's important because it can increase the company revenues. So when you launch a new product successfully and it sells well, it can cover the development and launch cost, generating a profit for your company. If the product is everything something that people will need or use for a long time, the revenue stream will begin. The product launch can be consistent for many years. And it can also create a business relationship with other companies. For example, if you are a startup company, a successful product launch can lead to larger company making offer to acquire the company. And others might want to invest in your company. So it's very important to make a new product release. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your sharing here. Right, just type A for me, please. Next.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
I choose number 4, commercial events. I think is essential that the company proactively develop an intelligent approach for painting a good picture of their brand, especially towards their target market. Commercial market is a vital means of promoting products, brands, and services to prospective customer and current customers via in-person interactions. And also promoting a brand via commercial events can help direct customers' emotions toward the brand. Hosting an event with a customer's interest in mind can help build their trust, loyalty, and awareness. So I think that's very important. That's it. Thank you.
All right, just type A for me, please. Next.
Yes, I go next. I selected undated data and undated information because the audience or college may obtain inaccurate information and make mistakes in their work. Not updating the material or information will have a big impact on PR and in every aspect. Obtaining information that is not up to date with each circumstances. Thank you.
All right, just type A for me, please. Next.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
I chose new products releases. A product release can generate new customers. It also helps an organization build anticipation for the product, gather valuable feedback from users like new customers. The new product launch should be secretive because if the information has been leaked, it would lead the company to a big loss, making it less interesting for customers, and the product could be copied by competitors. Also, some new product releases need customer to fill in the information such as name and phone number for some purpose. Any data that the company has gained from the customer must be confidential to show how reliable the company is. That's it.
All right, thank you so much for your sharing here. Just type A for me, please. Next.
So can I go next?
Yep.
Okay, I choose the how important of an organization database. In my opinion, in the business world, you have to always deal with the comment from others, whether it is good or bad comment for doing PR. So in the fast development of information technology, it is time for an organization or company, whether it is small, medium, or large scale, to use the information system based on the database to help with its operation. So with a good database system of an organization, it will help to manage and monitor operational activities so that they can take quick and appropriate steps if a problem occurs. So good database system will bring rapid progress in the organization.
Good. Done, right? Okay,
Done.
just type A for me, please.
Okay, thank you.
Next. All right. Anyone wanna talk here?
Can I?
Yep.
So I chose the organization database because as we all know, most all organizations have their own they have their own plan, they have their own like sequence on how they often operate on, and they also have their own trade secrets. So
by having a PR, in order to control on how they have to keep the information and not having to confidential information leaked to potential opponents or outsiders. This ensure that the organization stays competitive within the competition field and able to have their own signature or their own advantage against the other competitors.
I see. Done, right? Okay, just type A for me, please. How many of you? 15, 18 students done for A.
Ajahn, can I go next?
Yep.
Okay, so I chose commercial events. So I have how important it is by shows the 5 tips for creating a successful commercial events. So effective PR or public relations can generate sales and business leads, secure sponsorships, create awareness, and secure press coverage. So without you're hosting a business gathering yourself or are attending or sponsoring a conference or events in the industry exhibition, first you should start early and go long, because achieving press coverage and maximizing visibility ahead of an event is crucial in your public relation planning. Example, for the client, we should start working on the PR campaign about 7 months ahead of the conference or event itself. Second, align your PR strategy with your company objectives. The PR strategy needs to be anchored to the company's objectives for the event, with consistent messaging, relevant content, and proactive engagement with the media. Third is develop bespoke content. While you can use press releases to ensure a consistent flow of information to a wider target media list, make sure to distribute these personal media contacts with an actual interest in the event. The example of bespoke content can include profiling of your company's key spokespeople as thought leaders in the industry through columns, Q&As, and the interviews, providing teasers and press releases with key findings by company spokespeople. Fourth is take the creative route. If you're willing to put in the hard work and think outside the box, your company could be successful in its PR outcome and press coverage by pursuing some of these PR activities. And the last one is tips for choosing an agency for events PR. As ourselves in the PR or public relation, if we decide to employ a communication agency to handle it, look for one that's willing to work as an extension of our team to consult, advise, and proactively lead PR strategy and content development, rather than waiting passively for your briefing and directive. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing here. Just type A for me, please.
Sorry, can I go next?
Yep.
So I go for organization database. So organization database is very important data of company, because I think every company have a confidential data that can announce to the public. So organization need to collect and protect the company information, and so when the customer come to make a purchase the company product, and sometimes they have to fill in personal information with the company form. The organization must to protect and make it confidential too.
Done, right? Okay, just type A for me, please. Next.
Can I go next?
Yes.
I choose number 3, new product release. It's important to the engine 3 safeguard your concept throughout the entire product development and product launch process to avoid needing to compete with copycats as soon as you are out of the gate. At the most elementary level, any product development company, marketing agency, or other external business or consultant that you speak with should sign a basic confidentiality agreement. Failure to protect and secure confidential information may not only lead to the loss of business or clients, but it also unlocks the danger of confidential information being misused to commit illegal activity. Thank you.
All right, just type A for me, please. Next, how many of you? So we got 22 students. So we are waiting for the rest of the students if you wish to get an A. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so I new product release. I think when product release has point the new product is going towards the very expensive feeling. Whenever it's a result of a on the design, price, or feature that we are hard to quantify precisely, and it's often the sum of a drop in the sale and loss to advantage. But it's done.
Done, right? And done. Type A for me, please. A. Next.
Can I go next?
Yep.
So I chose a new product release. So I think that when it comes of having a new product release, maybe it can be an event, an offline event, or even the online event also. So I think that what we have to need about the information, I think that's for the customer information that we want to bring it to create the engagement of the customer. And I think all the personal information of customer, we must keep it to be confidential in order to avoid the mistakes or the misacting that maybe will be occur in the future. So I think that whatever it takes to having the new product release out, and we want to make a consumption to have a great consumption for consumer, it is important to concern more about the information confidentiality. And I think it is also have to do a lot of like concern about that. And yeah.
Good. All right, just type A for me, please. Yep. So done, right? Everybody done for today class. Good. How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. แป๊บนึงนะ 1, 4, 5, 20, 23 คนเหรอ All right. Yeah. Hope you guys ใครไม่ทำ public speaking นี่หลุดนะเนี่ยไม่เป็นไร Thank you so much for your participation, and I have to stop teaching and finish a class just only this, and see you next week on site. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.